Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel. We are, I think, basically beneath an old school building and we're just dropped through a hatch all the way down here with only one message, and that is, see if you can get out of here.
Well then.
So that is what we'll be doing today. So we did the first few rooms. So we got the tutorials out there and now we're just having to make our way through this and see if we can find the others and make sure they are okay. At the end we did get Machias into the party, and I already saw a little bit how we can abuse this system. Because if the enemies comes towards you, you can just wait until they at their edge, they will turn around and then you can smack them behind, getting the advantage we want. I don't know if we can abuse this on all enemies. So far, it's going pretty well.
All right, let's do this. Right, all right. Leave it to me.
And other than that, I do feel that using your crafts is really beneficial because it makes the fight go that much harder. Because I had a couple of fights in between the episode just to get a little bit more the hang of the combat system and seeing what works best on the enemies, and I have seen that crafts are really useful because you're just hitting a lot more enemies at the same time, which is just really great in order to get the enemy groups down as fast as possible.
It's my turn.
Because I like to keep my fights in Let's Plays, but if every fight takes me about 3 to 5 minutes to finish, yeah, we do need to make some adjustments to it, so yeah. But yeah, for now it's just for us trying to get out of here, mastering the combat system, and maybe even, hopefully, finding some quartz in the chests. Because, like I have been saying in the comments, I do want a few more quartz so we can start playing with the entire orbit system. Because it's radically different than what we had in Trails in the Sky. One, we have a master course, which I understand was also in Crossbell, so we have to experience that once we start with those after Cold Steel 2. Because I think that will be approximately when we will be ready to play that, with the releases on Steam, of course.
Leave it to me.
And other than that, when we equip a quartz, it's not like we get like status enhancement based on the quartz we equip. We just get what's on the quartz itself, and that is slightly different.
Right.
But like I said, also in the comments, the further in the game we get, the more quartz we find, the more we play around with it, the more we can adjust ourselves to how the situation is in this game. Just like with the linking we saw when we did the pre-part, the prologue in the game. With the Master Quartz, which has a lot of extra abilities and extra arts attached to it as well. I think all together they form a way that you can really plan your tactics going forward in a game. Trying to survive on hard mode. That's basically what we want to do.
Leave it to me. Right.
I don't know if this helps, but you have to hit it. Yes.
Now's the chance. Let's get him. Here we go.
And these ones definitely need magic.
Leave it to me. Arcus, activate. Right.
No, you can just strike normally. Because you are extremely useful with your staff.
Take this.
Now the only thing I'm a bit hesitant about in this game so far is how will we fare against the bosses on hard mode, because I never had once the doubt that on hard mode, or maybe even on nightmare mode, that the enemies itself would be a problem. Because we've played enough of the Trails in the Sky that we know how to buff, debuff, hit enemies with what their weaknesses is. We can figure that all out. It's just that with bosses, it's all condensed on one enemy, and I don't know how much that will affect it.
Leave it to me.
But I guess if we just play along, get further and further, at one point we'll find out how bosses are in this game, and we'll adjust. I just know it.
Now's our chance. My turn. All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
Oh, and in case you're wondering why I'm using Motivate, even though I don't think it's actually needed, it's more that I want everyone to stay close together until I can do this. Raise their defense, give them regen, and basically reassuring that we end the fight with full HP and can move on without pretty much a big problem. Did I miss or... Yeah, I think we missed.
Here we go.
Nah, that's fine. 3, yes.
All right.
Yeah, I think we can just normally attack. Just a few more left. He is sealed.
Too slow. It's my turn.
And I wonder if the status that we put on the enemies. I know these ones are involved with the moves, and I've seen that with the crafts and the arts, they have more implemented debuffs in the move itself. But I wonder, because we saw that in the prologue piece as well, is that we did it with just normal attacks. Would that be through a quartz, just like the Deathblow quartz that we had in Trails in the Sky?
We should hurry.
Or is it a skill they will develop themselves through the Master Quartz? Again, things I'm pretty sure we'll find out along the way, but just random thoughts in my head that I get when I'm playing through games like this.
We meet again.
Ooh, that's a really fine looking bow.
Good to see you guys are hanging in there.
I'm glad the 4 of you are unharmed as well.
Well, it seems you've cooled your head a bit at least.
Yes, I've calmed down now.
At any rate, I don't believe I've introduced myself yet, have I?
Well, according to your current name, Blue-Haired Girl, I assume you haven't, but we've seen you. Laura S. Arseed.
I'm Laura S. Arseid, from the town of
Arseid, okay. I always like just to try it first myself and then see how far away from that I am. With Trails in the Sky, we did it through the comments with a gate and a git and that kind of stuff. Here, they could actually tell it myself, so yeah, really good.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Huh. LeGram? That's down on the southeastern outskirts of the Empire, isn't it?
Correct. It's an old castle town on the shores of Lake Ebble. We're connected to the rest of the country by train, but other than that, it's a fairly remote region.
That name sounds so familiar. Wait, so your father would be...
Yes, my father is Viscount Arseid, Lord of Legram. Do you take issue with that?
No, not at all.
My
He does.
choice, was it?
He really does. Oh, that's gonna be a thing, isn't it? That without even knowing the person itself, he's gonna judge them purely based on the fact that they're a noble. I do see character development potential there.
I can only speak for myself, but I don't feel I've ever done anything to bring shame upon myself in Adios's eyes. And I fully believe the same to be true of my father.
Please, I meant no offense. I'm sorry if I,
And let's be clear, I can understand it on some level if he has issues with nobles, because throughout history and throughout games, nobles are never the best kind of people, but I'm hoping this game will show us the different layers, like you have good nobles, you have bad nobles, and you have nobles that are anywhere on that spectrum. That will be really nice to see and see where the game takes that.
say, I don't believe we've been introduced.
Nice deflection, Machias. Emma Milstein.
I'm Emma Milstein.
Yeah.
Like Laura, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thors thanks to a scholarship, in fact. It's very nice to meet you.
A scholarship? Indeed. Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam. I think I was outdone. Why a girl, no less?
Machias, you got a lot of issues you need working on.
You must be quite the prodigy.
Maybe it seems like it now, but really, I'm not. I don't have any training in the martial arts either, so this is the weapon they recommended for me.
Ooh.
Oh, cool! You got an orbital staff too.
Yeah, and yours looks a lot more interesting. Different elements? Different purposes, maybe?
Yours looks different from mine, though.
Maybe hers is more offensive, while Elliot is clearly more defensive, more a supporting role.
Huh, so it does. I wonder if it's just cosmetic.
And she's still pissed at me. I really need to clear things up with her, but what do I say?
Is something the matter? We're all acquainted now. It's only proper that you introduce yourself.
Yeah, okay. I'm Lisa R. from Ruhr.
Alyssa R. Alright, so she doesn't want to give us her last name. So that must mean it's a very famous name, doesn't it? There is one name that pops up straight in my head on what kind of family name she has. I will keep it to myself for now. I'll probably mention it in the next episode. I want to hear a bit more about her, like what kind of person she is. Maybe I can confirm that connection. Because I think we already heard her last name through a company we heard before.
It's a pleasure to meet almost all of you.
Yeah, I know. I am the deviant of the group.
Elisa.
Ruhr, huh? What's it like living there? There's probably a new technological breakthrough every week.
The Reinford Company's based in Ruhr, and they're the largest heavy industry corporation on the continent, aren't they?
And there's the confirmation I was looking for. My idea was, when I saw that hesitation, that R, I thought, she's a Reinford girl, isn't it? She is. And now, the confirmation that the Reinford Company is based in Ruhr, I think it's a pretty good chance she's a Reinford girl. But I'll wait till the game tells us that.
I suppose they are.
So, hey. I guess that bow must have been in that case you had with you when we first met, right? I've never seen one like it. Is there some kind of orbital mechanism built in?
There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business.
Ouch.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas on what to do now?
Yeah, I think it will be a while until she can look past what happened. Even though, clearly, it was an accident, I don't think Rean is deviant, at least not at this point.
We've all run into each other wandering around. How about we stick together?
I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require protection.
Oh, I don't think they need protection.
You needn't to be concerned about that.
No, Laura and her sword, I'm pretty sure she can handle herself.
I beg your pardon?
I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us. For now, I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still 2 of us who remain unaccounted for.
That's right. We still haven't run into that silver-haired girl.
In that case, 2 teams means double the chance to find them. 2 teams is double the coverage, and double the chance of crossing paths with our missing companions. How's that sound?
I have no objections. So then, shall we be off?
All right.
She's just walking
See
away.
you later then.
Yeah, she's just walking away like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable being around that deviant Rean anymore, so yeah, let's go.
She really doesn't seem like she's gonna let that go, does she?
It was clearly an accident, everyone could see that. But I don't suppose it makes any difference to her. Still, is no one else worried about leaving a group of girls to fend for themselves in a place like this? There are 4 of us here. Perhaps one of us should go follow them.
I don't think we have anything to worry about as long as Laura's with them. She really wears her skill on her sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show.
It's certainly an enormous blade. I'd call it comically huge if it didn't look so dangerous. But at the end of the day, a lady is a lady.
She's taller and sturdier than I am, though I admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
I'll bet she can whip it around without breaking a sweat. The Arside School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the techniques used by knights throughout the Empire. And her father, the Viscount, is arguably the strongest swordsman in the country. People call him the Radiant Blade Master. I doubt any of the other students here could even stand their ground against her in combat, much less beat her.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know there were still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the Empire.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Rean. A hobby of yours?
I'm a swordsman myself. I guess the lore sort of comes with the territory.
Does it though? You have to have at least some interest in swordsmanship in order to get to learn that stuff. Unless their style is part of your style as well.
At any rate, how about we pick up the search?
Yes.
I'm worried about that silver-haired girl. And we still need to track down Duke Alvarea's son, too.
That's true.
I couldn't care less what happens to that pompous ass. He can rot down here.
Come on now, that's no way to treat someone you just met.
Yeah. Let's just...
Looks like the path splits. Which way do you think we should go?
I feel a little wind blowing from the east. I bet the exit's that way.
As I was saying, I think it's always best to give everyone an equal chance when you meet them first time. Because you never know what you're gonna get. They might become friends. And Machias, he doesn't think that way. He just, are you a noble? Yes, then you suck. Yeah, he really needs to work on that. Alright, let's look at the map. I think that's better than to basically put your finger in the air and see where the wind blows. But he is right. The eastern side looks like going forward and west is like a dead end, so we are going west. Beating an extra enemy and potentially another chest. And we love ourselves a chest because I want them all. Oh, that went on a lot longer than I thought it was. Ow. Oh, this is gonna bite me in the ass. Now, I think with the resounding beat or whatever, I still need to get it in my head, all the names of the abilities. But the defense up move from Elliot is definitely gonna help keep our HP on decent levels and beating this group. It's just gonna take a little bit longer because they are at the advantage right now. Slightly. Resounding beats, yeah, I thought it was that.
Give it up, everyone!
Leave it to me.
Once we encounter another big group, I think I want to try that lullaby move as well. I want to see how effective it is. 1. How easily can an enemy get sleep? And of course after that, how easy is to knock them out of it. Because if they stay asleep after they're being hit, then it's a very powerful move. If not, then it's more crowd control thing. Which technically it already is, of course. Alright. Next time, make sure the camera works with me.
Oh, a treasure chest!
I don't know how we saw that around the corner, but I'll allow it. Not a lot of things in pots today. Tear in chest. Okay, so the healing magic that Elliot has through the master cards, you can also get manually. So who has the better EP from the group? Doesn't look like it matters. And we haven't opened up enough slots to do anything with it. And this cannot be a tear. Well, it has to be green. And we can give him a tear, but he already has it, so that would be pointless. Well, we can, of course, do this, because we already have an attack art through our master chord, and then we can use this for an healing. Just for potential backup, if you know what I mean. Because I think with the Resounding Beat, there's not a lot of healing needed to be done. But it might be useful if we're encountering a higher form of enemy like a boss or something. Just to be able to defend ourselves. Right. Okay, still a double advantage no matter if it's Elliot or Gaius attacking them from behind. I was wondering when we got that tutorial last time, whether the person that does this, if it also affects what kind of advantage we get while finding these enemies. I'm hoping that if we do encounter a boss, that since this is basically the first dungeon, they are gonna get a healing point in front of it. Can the area be a little bit bigger?
It's my turn.
Yeah, let's try to get rid of the hard enemies first.
Right.
Ooh. Strong enough to kill it outright. I like that.
My turn!
Here we go!
All will on the little one we can attack.
Leave it to me.
Right!
Go!
Yeah, and as you can see now that normal attack is actually pretty weak compared to crafts and art. So like I said, we're probably gonna abuse the crafting and art system a lot in this game, I can already tell. So it does mean that
Let's keep moving.
we need to make sure we have an ample stock of EP recovery items with us, and that wouldn't be a problem, definitely. I want to see what kind of CP recovery things we have in here as well, because Zerum will not use that unless it's a very hard boss. Any other situation, definitely not. Because I'm pretty sure they're rare in here as they are in Trails in the Sky, so only in case of an emergency.
What's wrong?
More monsters?
No, not monsters. It's...
You're pretty sharp.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's more to Rean than meets the eye, I can tell.
It's the silver-haired girl.
I'm glad to see you're all right. Though it looks like there was nothing to worry about in the first place.
Nope. I'm small and quick. These things can't lay a finger on me.
Fee Clausel.
Oh yeah, Fee Clausel. That's my name. You're just over halfway through. Keep it up.
So basically she's saying she's already been to the end and back again, just to tell us, you're halfway there, you're doing great.
Later.
Show off.
hey, wait!
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
I'll be fine. I'm used to this. See you at the end.
Pretty cool. Wouldn't mind having her in my team.
What just happened?
Wow.
She certainly wasn't fibbing about being quick on her feet. I guess we really don't need to worry about her.
Yeah, now I'm more convinced than ever that she knows exactly what she's doing. Just over halfway through? Has she already been to the exit and then come back?
Oh yeah, she has. Clearly. Very impressive. Like I said, wouldn't mind having her in the team, cause nimble characters are usually the ones I really like, cause they can act more and faster than the enemies. I wonder if that stat speed is going to be as important in this series as it was in Trails in the Sky, cause speed really helped a lot during the end of the third. No, don't attack me.
There! The wind's behind us. Let's go!
Triple advantage. Oh, I like that.
Right.
You go straight for your enemy.
It's my turn. There! It's my turn! Eat that! Alright, let's keep moving.
Ooh, new material. I think I saw that one before. What is it? It's not a usable item. Let's see. An unknown material that is impossible to analyze. Can be used to customize equipment at an orbital factory. Ooh, interesting. And it seems to be dropped by random enemies, so I want more. If it's customizable in its nature, then I want it. Might as well leave that one. Gotta make sure that there were no chests there.
Do you hear that?
Someone's fighting up ahead. Come on!
Rean!
Wait for me!
Pretty good with a sword.
Incredible.
That was really something.
Judging by that display, I don't think he needs any help from us. I take it that's another school of Imperial swordsmanship?
Right. That's court fencing, an agile style favored by the nobility. And judging by his poise, he's no amateur.
Yeah, considering he can take down a art enemy with just his sword.
Did you need something?
Sorry, I was just admiring your swordsmanship. I'm Rean Schwarzer. I didn't get the chance to introduce myself earlier.
I'm Elliot Craig.
Guy Schwarzer. Nice to meet you.
I believe I have already introduced myself, but once again, I'm Jusis Alberea. And I have to say, I didn't think you had it in you. I'm impressed.
What are you talking about?
After all that bluster about finding your way to the exit alone, I wasn't expecting you to actually rely on others for help. I assume you came to your senses shortly after you stormed off, and then wandered back to apologize like a good boy.
He really does love poking the bear, doesn't he?
Truly, the virtue of the common man. Why, a preening noble such as myself would be far too proud to do such a thing.
What the hell is your problem? You nobles really are all the same. So full of yourselves, it's a wonder you don't pop. And you're not just a garden variety noble either. House Alberea is one of the highest ranking in the country. I'll bet you just love looking down on us less fortunate souls, don't you?
You're one to talk. I don't need a lecture in rank from the son of the Imperial Governor.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought the name Regnitz sounded familiar.
Karl Regnitz, the first commoner ever to hold the seat of Imperial Governor in Heimdall. The first to rule the capital. And this headstrong young lad just so happens to be a chip off that old block. Pretty rarefied air for a simple commoner, don't you think?
What does that have to do with anything? Yes, my father is the Imperial Governor, but he earned that position through years of hard, honest work. Don't you go lumping him in with you nepotists who get your titles handed to you just for being born.
Perish the thought. No, I mainly just regard your father as a reformist, and a close friend of the Chancellor at that. And as you're vividly aware, his faction is in conflict with the Noble faction, led by none other than the four great houses. When you look at it that way, your vitriolic disdain for the nobility suddenly seems rather cheap, wouldn't you say?
You son of a...
Magius, don't do it!
Yeah, that's Tom Machias. Because I do think it started with him being the way he is, just outright being against the nobles. And I think that triggered Jusis in being like he is right now, trying to poke him as much as he can.
I know he's taunting you, but lashing out at him isn't going to solve anything.
True.
And Jusis, don't you think that was a little uncalled for?
I wasn't the one who started this.
True.
Let me... Damn it, just let me go already!
What, is Rean too strong for you, Machias?
I'm sorry, okay? Just... leave me alone for a while. You guys should just go on ahead with him.
Oh.
I think we hurt his feelings
I
a
think you
bit.
went a little too far, Jusis. Being at odds with Machias is one thing, but dragging his father into it is pretty low. You're better than that.
Perhaps I was a bit out of line. It would seem I still have much to learn.
Huh?
You look shocked. Why?
Well, you're the son of Duke Alberea, right? I wasn't expecting the son of a noble to admit he was wrong. Wait, no, that came out wrong. I'm sorry.
There's no need to address me so formally. We may come from different social spheres, but here at this academy, we're supposed to be on equal standing.
Yeah, especially in this class, since we are comprised of nobles and commoners.
Or so the idea goes, anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yes, I'm with you all the way there.
Is class really that big a deal here in the Empire?
It is. This country has a long history, and the class system has been one of its central institutions for most of that. So what are you going to do, Jusis? Machias said to go with you, but I don't want to press you into coming along if you don't want to.
I was intending to press on to the exit by myself, but I'd prefer not to mimic the actions of his ilk, so I'll accompany you.
I actually kind of like this, because it means we get to try out different characters along the way. And make a bit of a first decision on who we like best combat-wise.
What? I'm just surprised we're worthy of your company. I mean, I'm looking forward to having you on the team.
I think Elliot also needs to adjust himself to the fact that he's going to be working with nobles. In the same, but also different way than Machias.
Let's just go with that.
We should get moving then. Come on.
And that guys in Rean, nah, they don't care. They just treat them as normal, which is basically what is needed. Machias has left the party, and Jusis has joined the party. Alright, let's have a quick look at our tactics. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a front row fighter, so you can go in the middle. He's a little bit lower because we grinded a little bit too much. Yeah, let's go this way. Mistral. Obtain a significant ATS bonus. Begin battle with attack raised. 1 turn of 25%. So basically, magical user? Alright, that means his EP should be bigger. Yeah, it's already standardly bigger than the rest. I do wonder if in this game, when we open up orbment slots, if we also get a boost in EP. I will assume for now until we learn otherwise. Alright. Nice. Alright, let's get going.
Right.
All right.
My turn.
Ooh, crap. I did not expect it to attack so quickly. This is definitely the wrong formation to do something like that. We'll make it through. We'll make it through. I just know it. Oh well. Advantage is that all the enemies are really close to us now. Damn, they're allowed to attack so much, but one disadvantage. But yeah, if you have been following me on Trails in the Sky, you should have seen this coming a mile away, cause this happened there a lot too. Trying to avoid a fight and then get attacked by it.
Alright, let's do this! Leave it to me, good!
My turn.
What kind of arts do you have? Golden Sphere, area as blind, airstrike just direct, no support. So he has a quartz inside of his orbment, because he is basically a magical user. And of course air from his own master quartz. Alright, Rabbit Thrust, Impede, and Delay 30. I like Delay, and I like Impede as well. But it's only a one enemy, so it doesn't serve any purpose to me. Not allowed to attack the rest because they are blocked by my players or other enemies. Just normally attacking them.
Leave it to me.
He's a little bit strong, but not by a significant amount. Might as well use his crafts, because it will probably do a little bit more damage. No.
Give it up, everyone!
I hope we get a chance to at least recover some of that before I need to intervene.
I'll handle this.
Yeah, definitely a bit stronger.
Come on! Go! There!
What?
Alright.
Alright, I think we're doing good. I like the fact that this move has a pretty wide stance when it comes to attacking. So we can attack a lot of enemies if they're all piled up. Alright. No bottles, which way? This way. Good.
He seems kind of imposing. I don't know how to break the ice.
You'll learn. It just takes a bit of time to get used to people. Let's see. It doesn't seem too big of an area at the moment. reviving bonds on the ground. Yeah, I do love myself some free items, that's for sure.
The wind's behind us. Let's go.
My turn.
My turn.
Do we want to use? Yes. I want to see what. That should definitely help.
All right.
Damn, he totally annihilated enemy just by his own staff. Pretty good.
Here we go.
My turn.
All right. Together, we're unbeatable.
And more U material. That does drop kind of easily, doesn't it? I have to say, I do not mind that. Alright, so that is the stairway room. So let's go back to the other one. The other one must be a dead end. And dead end means maybe chests? Come here, follow me. Yep, there's your wall.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Triple advantage.
Very well.
Go. Arcus, activate.
My turn.
This is going to be interesting, because I'm also really curious to find out whether a target... Yeah, the target is divided to another location. If it is defeated before he attacks. Good. That's how it's supposed to be, but you never know. Ah, there is a chest. So it just only comes on the map if we are close enough to actually see it. Alright, that's very good to know. 50 sepith, beautiful. I do wonder how expensive the first bunch of cords are going to be when we need to acquire them. Hopefully not too much. Ooh, no. They do tend to see you quite quickly, don't they? It does help with me abusing the system a little bit.
Very well.
My turn. There.
Leave it to me.
Right.
Resounding beat, yeah. I don't think Rean needs it. Because they're already fully healed. And I think we can take care of them before they have a chance to attack.
There.
It's my turn.
Right.
Alright, this fight is
Very
over
well.
because those two can do nothing.
Go. Okay, it's safe for now.
Okay, so where do we want to go? We want to go here. Yep, another chest, and that looks like a little bit more important than the wooden one.
The wind's behind us. Let's go.
Here we go.
There's a bit of a bigger
All right,
group.
Let's do this.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Alright.
I'll handle this.
Okay, so a craft can do damage to art-related enemies. Very good to know. You just stay there until we...
Give it up, everyone!
This.
I'll handle this.
Really? I'm making the choice to use a craft and you decide to not hit the enemy? So disappointed.
Alright.
My turn!
I'll handle this.
Here we go! That's that. Let's keep moving.
Alright, now let's see what's in that chest.
There seems to be a treasure chest here.
Evade 1 in a chest. Alright. That's gonna be interesting. Because that means that that's not a magic related one, that's a status one. That raises our evade from 0 to 5. Really? Our evasion was nothing, so anything that comes toward us would have hit us? Really now? Nobody has an innate evade. Ah, interesting. Yeah, let's give it to him. Green on green. I wonder if that is just like a way to reduce your choices on what you can use in it, or if it enhances it because you're putting a green on a green one. It's probably just going to be the first one, like limiting you in what you want to do. Ooh. Alright, this is what I was hoping for. And I do see something like a staircase in the distance, so there is something gonna happen in the other room. But since this episode has lasted already long enough, I do not want to go in there, potentially triggering a boss and a scene afterwards will take a reasonable amount of time, so we're gonna leave it here. I think we fully explored the dungeon now, get a few scenes with everybody, learned a little bit more about them. And of course, mainly Rean, potential deviant. Rean, potential master of knowledge about everything sword related.
Well then.
Pretty good to know. So, for now, we leave it here. So I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure to be back next time to see what's at the end of this corridor. Will it be a boss? Or just a door leading us to the outside? It could be either one. Alright, see you then. Bye bye.